Hey there everyone, Officer Dan and crew reaching all the way around to our roots with another S&R chassis install vid. This time we're going to be installing the Gktech Swaybar end links. When you get your parcel par avion, you can for sure attempt a shimmy like this, just don't break your fingers messing with the amount of perfection that Zach provides on the daily. Once you flip the lid to the box, you'll find some items inside. What items, you might ask? Well, these items. These here Johnnies will be replacing your 30-year-old tired, haggard bushings with fresh polyurethane hot boys. You may be also asking yourself, yo, Dan, why are these hot fresh units threaded all the way and my OEM worn boys are not? Well, some people who have 240SXs and or Skylines like to uber slam 420 the whip and or do the opposite and raise it, creating a very unhappy sway bar angle that likes to contact the exhaust hump with a sway bar on the exhaust if it's too far forward or backwards due to your chosen height. The Gktech units are adjustable for this very reason. Now, if you're normally low to OEM height, you're probably going to be solid with the standard end link height, so you can just match the OEM end link and be good to go. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get these installed, shall we? Start by getting the car up in the air, then raise the rear wheel to match where it would be on the ground. This takes the stress off the end link. Go ahead and grab a spanner, that's Aussie for wrench, and support the shaft, aka the link pin, and loosen the bottom nut. Then grab another spanner and loosen and remove the top nut as well. Pop the sway bar down and out of the way, then remove the bushings and washer from top and the old end link from the sway bar itself. As you can plainly see here, the end links are indeed different lengths, but thanks to science, we can easily fix this. Since we are happy with our lovely lady hump, we are going to go ahead and set these to match OEM length, but you can adjust as needed. As demonstrated right here on the screen, we're winding the locking nut in to get to our desired length, then because we didn't go far enough, a little bit more. Once they're twinning and winning, LeBron the old one into the trash can, head back over to the car, pop the adjustable end of the fresh boy into the sway bar, toss the bottom bushing and washer on, then thread the nut to keep it all in place. Push the end link through the LCA and plop the bushing and washer up top again, then thread that nut on as well. It's time to tighten them middle nuts on down using the ever-elusive 2 spanners 1 rod technique. Hold that one nut in place whilst you tighten the other nut against it, and you, sir, have just been double nutted all proper-like. Keep one spanner on the mid nut, then tighten and torque the bottom nut to the specs shown right here. Flip the script and repeat those efforts at the top, once again torquing down to these very specs shown. Tossing a few dollars worth of the Bitcoin you bought last year into a set of ratcheting wrenches will do you a world of good in this application. And that's it, my guy, you're done. These are them boys that make all of this magic happen. Without Zach's hands installing stuff, Johnny Caps and Josh's edits and sound effects, and my stupid voice, these videos wouldn't be near as good as they are. So thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart for watching them. We love you. If you can't install these, please give up on cars and have a pro do it, or contact us and we'll keyboard a response right on back to you. This has been Officer Dan, Johnny Caps, Joshy Josh, and Double Nut Zach with another Gktech How To. Peace.